Hey there, and welcome. You know, the internet is this huge, incredible universe, just packed with information, entertainment, and ways to connect. It can feel a little overwhelming at first, but trust me, with the right tools, you're going to become a super confident digital explorer. And in this explainer, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to build your personal explorer's toolkit, giving you all the essential skills to navigate this amazing world. So let's get this expedition started. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to map out the digital universe so we know the lay of the land. Then, we'll step inside your browser's cockpit and get a feel for all the controls. After that, we'll get hands-on with mastering basic navigation, and then really dive into the art of the search. And finally, we'll pack everything up and review your Explorer's Toolkit so you're totally ready for your next adventure.
All right, first things first. Any good explorer needs to get their bearings, right? So before we just jump in, let's take a quick look around and understand the landscape. What exactly is this digital universe that we're about to dive into?
At its heart, the internet is basically a giant worldwide network that connects billions of computers and other gadgets. Think of it like a massive digital nervous system for the whole planet. It's this connection that lets us share info, talk to people on the other side of the world instantly, and tap into a nearly endless library of knowledge, all from right where you are. This network, it's the foundation for everything we're going to talk about.
Okay, so what can you actually find in this universe? Well, pretty much anything you can think of. You can keep up with the latest news, find incredible educational tools like encyclopedias and research papers for school projects. You can shop for just about anything, connect with your friends, or just kick back and watch your favorite movies and videos. It's an absolutely massive resource for both schoolwork and for fun.
Now, to get to all this amazing stuff, you need a special kind of vehicle. This vehicle is called a web browser. You've probably heard of the big ones, like Google Chrome, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. This is the software that actually lets you visit websites and cruise around the internet. For our tour today, we're going to be using Google Chrome as our main example. But don't worry, all the skills you learn will work in just about any browser out there.
All right, we've got our vehicle. Now it's time to hop in, get comfortable, and learn what all the buttons and dials do. Let's take a tour of your browser's cockpit. Once you know the controls, your journey is going to be way smoother and a lot more fun. So, when you open up your browser, you're looking at your dashboard. Let's do a quick rundown of the key controls. Way up at the top, you've got tabs. These let you have a bunch of pages open at once. This long bar right here, that's the address bar, and it's your #1 navigation tool. See these little arrows? Those are your back and forward buttons, perfect for retracing your steps. This little circle arrow is the refresh button. It reloads the page for you. And this star icon, that's your bookmark button for saving your favorite spots. These are your main controls, and getting the hang of them is key. Now, that address bar is way more powerful than it looks, because it actually does two really important things. Think of it as your compass. If you know the exact web address, the URL, you just type it in there and go straight to your destination. But it's also your searchlight. If you're not sure where to go, you can type a question or some keywords in, and it'll search the entire internet to help you find what you're looking for. It's a navigator and a discovery tool, all in one.
Okay, theory is one thing, but exploring is all about doing, right? So in this section, we're going to get our hands dirty and practice the skills you absolutely need to move around the web like a pro. These are your very first steps to becoming an expert navigator.
Our first skill? Becoming a master of multitasking with tabs. You ever been in the middle of reading something for a school project and suddenly need to look up a word, but you don't want to lose your place? That is exactly what tabs are for. Just look for that little plus symbol up at the top of your browser. Click it, and boom, a brand new, fresh page opens up. Now you can just click back and forth between them. This is a total game changer for research, letting you compare a bunch of different sources side by side. So, you found an awesome website, a perfect resource for that paper you're writing, or maybe your new favorite blog. How do you make sure you can find it again without trying to remember some long, complicated address? Well, that's where our next skill comes in, bookmarking. It's basically like putting a digital pin on your map to mark your favorite spots so you can go back to them whenever you want, instantly. And honestly, doing it could not be easier. First, just go to the page you want to save. Then, find that little star icon. It's usually right inside the address bar. Give that star a click, and that's it. Your browser saves a link to that page for you. This is perfect for your school's website, an online dictionary you use all the time, or any site you visit again and again. Okay, let's put this into practice right now. Just pause for a second and think. What's one website you use all the time? Maybe it's a site for your math homework, a cool science blog, or your email. Go ahead and find it. That's the perfect website to make your very first bookmark.
So we've figured out how to get to places we already know about, and we know how to save our favorite spots. But the real magic of the internet, the real adventure, is in discovery. It's in finding the stuff you don't even know exists yet. And for that, we need to master the most powerful tool in our entire toolkit, the art of the search.
That search bar is your key to, well, pretty much everything. It's not just for finding text. But here's a pro tip. The way you ask makes all the difference. You gotta be specific. So instead of just searching something broad like planets, try asking a direct question, like how many moons does Jupiter have? The search engine is usually smart enough to give you a direct answer. If you need a picture for a presentation, search for black hole and then just click the Images tab. Need a tutorial? Search how to balance a chemical equation and click Videos. The more specific you are and the more you use those little filters, the faster you'll find exactly what you're looking for. It's all about asking the right question.
Wow, we have covered a ton of ground today. Now it's time to pack up all our gear and take one last look at the amazing set of tools you now have at your disposal. Let's do a quick summary of your brand new Explorer's Toolkit. Seriously, just take a second and look at everything you can now do. You know how to use the address bar as both a compass and a searchlight. You can manage multiple websites like a pro using tabs. You can save all your most important pages with bookmarks, and easily go back and forth with the back and forward buttons. And maybe most importantly, you can find just about anything you need using the power of search. You are now officially a well-equipped digital explorer. So, I'll leave you with this. You now have the skills and the tools to explore this huge, amazing universe of the internet with total confidence. The only question left is, where are you gonna go? What topic are you gonna research for that next school project? What new hobby are you gonna learn about? The entire digital world is literally at your fingertips. What will you discover first?